Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, well, now that Halo 1 is back on PC again through MCC PC, or more specifically the MCC PC Insider, we are going to be revisiting the secret unused engineers in Halo 1. So, as you know, engineers were first introduced in ODST. At least, that's when they were first officially used. But Halo 1, on the mission Silent Cartographer, actually did have engineers, and they were originally supposed to be in the game, but they were cut for a couple reasons actually. But the engineers, they still remained in the game files, and you could pretty much easily spawn them out through numerous mods. But I actually did tackle this subject like a year or two ago, don't remember exactly when, and I showed you guys briefly the engineers in classic mode on Anniversary, and then switch to Anniversary graphics on CE Anniversary. And for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at them one more time on MCC PC, because this is the first time not only can we see them in like much higher quality, but we can see if anything has changed about them. So in classic graphics, there are a few things I didn't point out last time, which is that the engineers glowed. That's one thing I do want to point out this time, and I do want to get more in depth this time and do a little more analysis on them. But I do want to mention that overall they haven't really changed. In classic graphics, they're the same. I just didn't point out a few things last time. And then in Anniversary graphics, they are just a black cube, which is not too surprising because they wouldn't have an Anniversary model because they were never used in game. But yeah, so that hasn't changed, and of course it's not surprising it hasn't changed either because there's still no reason they will be in the game. Now, they actually do have some animations, which is pretty interesting because I remember one of the reasons that they were cut was because Bungie didn't have the capabilities or the technology at the time to be able to make them work the way they wanted to. And so, according to some articles I've read and some posts from way back, and I think some official Bungie commentary, the engineers, they don't, when they were cut, they weren't supposed to have any animations or any AI that's working. But it's strange because as you saw there, they definitely do have an animation. When they got hurt, they actually jumped up and had a whole flinching animation. But I don't know, that was definitely there in since CE PC at least, and most likely the original Xbox. And they even have functional AI still in the game files, which at the time when I first showed them on CE Anniversary way back, I did not show them with their true functional AI. I did do a model swap at the time, swapped them with Grunts and Elites, which made it work, but that wasn't using their true AI. This time around on MCC PC, thanks to some new mod tools available, I was able to spawn them in with their actual AIs intact, and I guess you could say all their animations too. But yeah, so this is what they're like. Their AIs are technically functional, but some things are actually broken about their AIs still. The actor variant I used, the only one that's available for engineers, is an engineer major with a plasma pistol, which is again interesting because apparently engineers are supposed to have ranks in Halo 1 as well, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have ranks until, actually no, yeah, they never had ranks, not in ODST or Reach. But yeah, so seems like they're supposed to have ranks, and I spawned the major rank, which is the only rank available, and it's supposed to have a plasma pistol, but as you can see, they didn't have plasma pistols. When they died, they did drop grenades, plasma grenades, but other than that, they didn't spawn the plasma pistols, which I don't know, I guess either they can't use it or something else like that. But aside from that, they all move around just fine. Their textures and animations are all mostly okay. They can move, they can pivot, they can flinch and get hurt. But then when they die, just like in the previous games, they just go T-pose, so to speak. But yeah, so overall, the engineers haven't changed the slightest since the original CE. I'm not sure about CE Xbox. I really don't know if anything has changed between them from CE Xbox to CE PC, and then from there through all their 360 and MCC ports. But I just find it strange that in some old posts and stuff here and there and articles, the engineers were supposed to not have AIs or what do you call it, animations, but here they're all somewhat functional. I mean, they do kind of float on the ground, but they're relatively complete actually for a cut character. It actually might be possible in the future on MCC PC when the full game comes out to maybe restore the engineers to a somewhat more workable AI or character in the game that can actually, play in the sandbox and stuff like that. But we'll see when the time comes. But until then, hopefully you guys did enjoy this little revisit and more in-depth analysis of the cut engineers on Halo 1. If you guys did enjoy this video, then as always, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts and comments, and other questions you might have, or anything else you want me to look into on Halo 1 or any other Halo games and stuff like that. Just let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to look into it when I get a chance. But other than that, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys!